Hello and welcome to our Helix Brace Bites tonight on Wednesday the 24th of February. It's a pleasure to have you all here, and I think spring is definitely in the air, isn't it, now that we've got a little bit of a roadmap out of COVID, and we have got the welcome news that the children will be back at school from March the 8th. And so we thought we'd take this opportunity to talk to you about what your child's brace journey might look like if you were joining us at Helix House. And so for the next few minutes, I was just going to talk through what that brace journey was, how you can access our free consultation, how you can get a specialist opinion about your children's teeth and whether they need to go ahead and have treatment or where they stand with things, about what that journey would really look like, how we can manage your children's journey. Also, we're wanting to obviously minimise school absences without compromising treatment, of course, and then how to look after you once your treatment is complete. So, as I said, and I've said earlier before, of course we know that NHS treatment is available for children that are eligible for treatment here in this country. We are seeing more and more children who are either just not eligible for NHS treatment and so wish to seek different options, and also those as well that are eligible for NHS treatment but just no longer want to wait on waiting lists and want to get moving with things. And so the great thing is that you do not need a referral to come and see us here at Helix House. What we recommend that you do is you jump on our website, which is www.helixorthodontics.co.uk, and there is a button there for you to request a remote consultation. You can submit your child's photographs through that portal, and from there you can generate an appointment for you to come and have a Zoom consultation completely free of charge with our treatment coordinator. Now, we will compile a specialist report based on those photographs that you've sent in for us, where you can talk to our treatment coordinator about prices, about different brace types, and you can get a basic general answer to any of the questions that you might have about braces. One thing that we are very aware of is that it is a huge journey for a parent. Children often know about braces. They talk to their friends at school. Obviously, sometimes what they hear is correct, sometimes what they hear isn't. But for the parents, it's sometimes a whole new minefield of information that you need to find out about. And so that is a great opportunity for you to have a free of charge, no obligation chat with a treatment coordinator so that they can tell you a little bit more about braces and what that journey will involve. If you like what you hear and you're interested and you want to take things further, then you can have a consultation when you come into the practice. Of course, the first one is virtually, so it is just, you can do that from the comfort of your own living room. But of course, for us to have a look at your child in greater detail, we ask you to come into the practice, and that is a £35 consultation with one of the specialist orthodontists, either myself or the other specialist orthodontist, Dr. Naresh Patel, and we will have a look and we will do something similar to a dental checkup, whereby we can have a look in your child's mouth, see where their stage of development is, because obviously some children still have a mixture of adult teeth and baby teeth. It's difficult to know when is the right time to try to access treatment. We can talk to you about which stage of treatment you're at. We will always be very honest with you, and if you've never had an orthodontic consultation before and you are actually eligible for NHS treatment, we will always tell you that, and we will always be very transparent about where you stand with things from your eligibility criteria. If you had any questions for us or any more information that you needed, of course, that's a great opportunity for you to have a face-to-face consultation and a chat with either myself or one of the team about some more information about the braces themselves. If, of course, your child is too early for treatment, then we can arrange to see you again at a later stage. If we are ready to talk through treatment, then we can, of course, move things forward and start to talk in a little bit more detail about what the treatment would look like for your child, create a bespoke plan for them, and talk to you about what would need to happen in order to put that plan into action. Now, if you like what you hear and you start your brace journey with us here at Helix, that in itself is a great step, but it is a big step and we fully appreciate that. Now, we are very fortunate. We don't have a huge wait for treatment. So from you having your first Zoom consultation to starting fitting your braces will just be a matter of weeks. We are a little bit busier at the moment, so it's a few more weeks than we would like it to be, but you're probably looking at maybe 6 to 8 weeks and you could have your braces on. Now, having your braces on in itself is quite a big step. And so what we do have here at Helix House is a dedicated patient care coordinator called Maxine. And Maxine is the lady that will look after you throughout your entirety of your treatment. From the moment that you have your brace fitted, you'll have a conversation with Maxine. She will show you how to look after your brace, make sure you are fully comfortable with what needs to happen when you go home, how to keep yourself comfortable, how to keep your brace clean, and how to make sure that your treatment is progressing exactly how it should be doing. And she is available for you, as is the rest of the team, at any point during your treatment for you to literally just pick up the phone, drop us an email, make some contact with us if you've got any concerns, any questions. No question is too silly, because we understand that this is a new journey for so many of you. And there is a lot of information to take on board. And so we try to make that available for you so that you've got that written down somewhere. More commonly now it's in an email, of course, just to reduce the paperwork that goes on, both for the environment and also for COVID safety as well. And Maxine will help you through that journey, answer all of your questions and be there for you every step of the way. Now, we are also what we call a remote monitoring practice. So what that means is that we use technology so that we can check on your teeth on a weekly basis. We ask you to download an app to your phone, and from that app you basically scan your teeth using a smartphone. And what that allows us to do is check your teeth on a weekly basis. Now, we love to think that the patients would love to come and see us every 6 to 8 weeks, but we understand that during this period of time, we have to keep you COVID safe. So we want to reduce the number of times you come to the practice unless you absolutely need to see us. And in the same way as well, we understand that when real life starts again, you have to reduce the number of times that you are actually able to take absences from school. And of course, taking an absence from school sometimes means you as a parent taking time off work. So the great thing about the remote monitoring is that we don't need to see you physically as frequently, because we are seeing your teeth on a weekly basis. And so by monitoring your child's teeth on a weekly basis, we can make sure that the treatment is progressing as it should be doing without any compromises. We're also able to tell if they're not quite brushing their teeth properly, so that's quite useful for us to be able to keep an eye on things. And also if there are any unforeseen breakages or any problems that you might not necessarily be aware of, but we can see, and we can head any problems off early on so that we are maximising the efficiency with the way the treatment is moving, and we are not coming across delays when you come into the practice and only we sort of notice that a few weeks later. We can see it within that week that it happens. And that is a great way to progress treatment, because we know that as the children go back to school, we've already missed so much school and they've already missed so much time, that we want to be minimising that and maximising your treatment journey so that you can get through the brace treatment as quickly as possible. Because what we do know as well is that children cannot wait to have their braces on. Obviously, it's such a big thing these days, not like before when it used to be such a taboo to wear braces. Every child seems to want straight teeth these days. It's so important to them, to their self-esteem, to the way that they look, the way that they feel about themselves. But we don't want them to be wearing their braces for an extensively long time, because we also know that most of them get quite fed up of them quite quickly. And so we need to harness that time where they're still enthusiastic about it, still really keen on their braces, still really keen on looking after everything and getting to that really good, perfect end point so that you are happy with your teeth. And so what happens then? Once you are happy with the result and we're happy with where we've got to, and we know that we've done the best that we can for you, we then need to plan to take the brace off for you. Now, we are aware that there are many young adults that come back and see us these days for a second course of treatment because they never wore their retainers properly as a child. And so in order to try and reduce the risk of that happening, we will always provide you with 2 sets of retainers, so that if anything happens to one set of retainers, if your child loses them, if they break them, we know that you will have a spare set ready there and then so that you can carry on wearing them and make sure that those teeth are staying really nice and straight. So for those of you that don't know, a retainer is like a clear plastic mouthguard that you do need to wear long-term lifetime to maintain the position of the teeth as we've moved them into. What we do know is that the body changes all of the time, and so in order to maintain the result that we've got, we need to make sure that we are holding them in place. So I always say it's a bit like going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you get fit, you don't stay fit, you need to have a maintenance program. And it's the same with your teeth. If we make your teeth lovely and straight with a brace, they won't just stay there by magic. We need to maintain that, and that's how we do that with a retainer. And so we think that we can offer you a really, really nice result. We really hope that it's something that you and your child will be happy with. We have got plenty of people that are super happy, and like you say, if you see our Google reviews, you will see that there are lots of people who really do appreciate the difference that a really good smile can make to them and the way that they feel. And so if you think that that's something that you or your child would be interested in, we would love to hear from you. Like I said, you can submit your photos to the website at www.helixorthodontics.co.uk. Click that remote consultation button and one of our treatment coordinators will be in touch with you so that they can chat you through your options, talk you through your choices and make sure that you make the right decision for yourself. So lovely to see you all this evening. Thanks ever so much for listening and I will hopefully speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.